bunch of you guys in the Facebook groups and Facebook PMs and YouTube PMs and emails. A lot of you have been talking about scallop bracing and non-scallop bracing in acoustic guitars. What's the advantages, disadvantages? Why do they do it? Why do they not do it? That's what this video is about. Scallop bracing versus non-scallop bracing. What's the advantages and disadvantages? Why do people do it? Well, a lot of reasons, man. It's a personal preference in a lot of cases. When you hit the strings on your acoustic guitar, an energy is being created. And how much energy depends a lot on the gauge of the strings you use, how easy or how hard you are hitting the strings. But there's a spectrum of energy there, from very weak to a very aggressive, loud energy. And guitars are built around that spectrum, you know, to respond within that spectrum of very soft music to very driving, hard, loud driving music, so to speak. And, you know, shaving the braces, they go in there, and usually the very center of the brace, you know, your X brace, your voicing bars. I don't think you shave the popsicle brace much, but the voicing bars and X bracing, which has 4 limbs on it, you know, like that, they shave in the very center of each limb of that X brace, okay? That, by removing material like that, that energy that you create when you hit the strings is distributed better. You have less mass back here in the top, because the braces are on the top, the ones I'm talking about. So you're removing material and you got less mass there, okay, which allows that to move that top more at a softer energy, or lesser energy I should say. Whereas, you know, if your braces are not scalloped, they're just big bulky braces like the old Martins and Gibsons. I think they still build them like that. They make scalloped ones too. But those old guitars, it's amazing. Some of those sounded as good as they did. The bracing, man, you could drive a truck across. They were so heavy and thick. Now there's a difference in shaved bracing, shaving your braces, and scalloped braces. Scalloped, like I say, usually is material taken away from the very center of each limb, or the voicing bars, like the very center of it, you remove. Well, here's some pictures of scalloped bracing. I'll put them right here. Of course, non-scalloped is just, you know, they're not scraped away. If I have a picture, I'll put it right here of non-scalloped bracing. And here is a picture of shaved braces. Now, before I show you, on a shaved brace, they usually start like at where the X brace is, start at the very X, and then shave material away from there down to the end of that limb, and more material as you get to the end of it. Here's the picture. Now, you also have braces and luthiers and guitar techs that shave the braces and scallop them. And I think I have a picture of that. I'll stick here if I do. So there you go. That's what they look like. I have notes here because I can't remember too good. Woo! Okay, some of the advantages and disadvantages of doing this. Like I say, when you scallop the braces or shave them, or scallop and shave them, you're taking material away from those braces in there. If I can talk, I'm going to tell you this. Okay? By lesser material, that same amount of energy is going to move more wood, move the top more, make it respond more so, because there's less of it. It's not as much mass there as there was. Okay? The disadvantage of that, there's a certain point that your top and your entire structure of your guitar starts to get very weak. And you happen upon it very quickly when you're scalloping or shaving braces. And you know, the old timers used to say, talking about acoustic instruments, they sound their best when they're literally about ready to come apart. You know, there's not much left holding them together. And it's true, that's when they really do sound their best. So, by removing material from the braces like that, you're weakening, greatly weakening the top of your guitar. The whole thing could just collapse. You're talking 120 to 180 pounds of stress on that guitar from the string stress, pull of the strings. And that stress is still going to be there. Whatever, the heavier strings you got, the more that is. It's going to stay the same unless you go with lighter strings. The stress is still going to be there, and you've taken material away, weakening the entire structure to get it to sound better. Okay? You with me so far? Shaving braces, you maintain a little bit more of the strength of the entire structure. You maintain a little bit more by shaving than you do scalloping. By scalloping them, you can remove more material, but you know, you're making it weaker. That's what most people do, scallop them. Like I say, some people, I've had people ask me to shave them and scallop them both. Take all you can safely take. And I said, wait, there really is no safe thing. You know, you just got to use your head, man. Look at the structure. Look how the guitar, what the condition it's in. And use your head. Take off, don't take off too much. Know where to stop. That's what I'm trying to say. On the other hand, guitars that don't have scalloped or shaved braces, they got these big heavy braces in there, great big heavy X brace, heavy duty voicing bars back here. You know, that same amount of energy is going to be, it's not going to move the top, you know, the way lesser mass would respond. And it's going to sound different. It's usually not going to be as loud. Not in all cases, but in most guitars it's not going to be as loud. It's not going to have the same tone. And, you know, a lot of the old-time dreadnought players like that boxy, woody sound. You're going to have that. The woody sound especially. You get more of a boxy sound when you scallop and shave your braces. Woo! So that's a few things. A lot of people have been talking about this. I got a lot of PMs and emails and stuff about do a video on scallop versus non-scallop braces. So there you go. That's the main things. I think I went over everything in here in my notes, I believe. I've been kind of taking a break from videoing so much stuff. Man, making videos on repair work really slows the process down. Any of you guys that do this or do very much of it know what I'm talking about. The videos really slow down, and I've just covered up with guitars. I'm trying to dig my way out and get caught up a little bit. That's why the repair work videos have been a little slower and just been throwing tips at you here and there. But they're coming back, so you've been warned, man. Repair videos are coming back, and coming back big. That Telly, the 51 Squire, I'm going to do a whole bunch of upgrades to that guitar. I've been playing it. That's why I haven't done them yet, because between trying to catch up in repair work and trying to stay up or get up on my guitar playing, you know, just no time for anything else. Plus, you all know everything else that's going on in my life right now. Yes, it's still going on. It's not any better. I have all that to deal with. But be warned, repair work is on its way back. It's coming back. And I think it's going to be starting with that. Of course, there'll be other stuff in between series of that guitar, but it's going to be starting on that 51 Squire. I'm going to upgrade the keys to 18-to-1 Wilkinson keys. The keys on that guitar are actually pretty good, but I'm going to those Wilkinsons on there. I'm going to put that Seymour Duncan active pickup kit in it. I think it's got a preamp built into it, but it makes your pickups active. Now, I don't know if I'll leave that upgrade or not. I love the way that guitar sounds. It has got some hot pickups in it now, the way it is. And I don't know what that's going to do to it, but we're going to stick it in there anyhow and find out. And if I don't like it, I may take it back out and give it to one of you guys. I don't know, man, yet, but it could happen. Anyways, Wilkinson tuners, Seymour Duncan upgrade, and a good setup. I'm going to go through the entire thing, set the entire guitar up the way I want it, finally. And like I say, there'll be other fixes in between that. Don't know what they'll be. It might be, I've got so much crap here, it's hard to tell, baby. Might be acoustic, it might be electric, it might not even be an instrument. Sometimes you know how we go completely off the wall. And, well, look who's here. Everybody been calling for a cue ball fix. So she's been going to get a haircut here pretty soon. She's been busy, hadn't been on the screen very much, but she's here with us now. You got anything you'd like to say to the YouTube family? Tell them. Say, I love you. What? Oh, take it easy. Oh, you're getting excited. Don't get excited too soon. You know what that leads to. Woo! I love you. Let's go. Woo! The rickety bottom. Get up in there.